The first wind of morning touches my feathers, and I know I cannot stay still much longer. I am perched high above the ground, where the ledge feels narrow but safe. Stone beneath my feet holds the night's cold. My claws grip it without effort. Around me, the city is waking slowly, soft hums, distant footsteps, a far-off rumble that vibrates through the buildings. I keep my body low and quiet, head turning as my eyes gather the world. I blink once, then again. Pigeons wake carefully. We do not open ourselves to the day all at once. A predator can arrive before light feels fully real, so I listen first. A wingbeat passes in the distance, another pigeon shifting on a nearby roof, a sharp call from a bird I do not trust. My chest tightens for a moment, then eases. Nothing is close enough to make me fly. My feathers fluff briefly to trap warmth, then settle again. I stretch one wing outwards slowly, then fold it back. My muscles wake beneath the soft weight of my body. I stretch my neck, tilt my head, and touch my beak to my breast feathers. I begin to preen. Preening is not only cleaning, it is preparation. I draw feathers through my beak, smoothing them into place, aligning each strand so air can move properly across my wings. I spread a small amount of oil from a gland near my tail across my coat. It keeps my feathers flexible and water-resistant. Flight depends on feather condition. A single damaged section can change everything. Light strengthens, shadows separate from darkness. Now hunger rises, my stomach is small, my feeding must be frequent. I cannot wait too long, I cannot eat too much at once. So I leave the ledge with a controlled push, wings opening and catching air immediately. The first beat is strong, the second is smoother. I climb slightly, then glide. The world below is wide and busy, but my eyes see what matters. Open ground, scattered food, moving threats. I land where other pigeons are already gathering. We do not feed alone when we can avoid it. A flock is safety. Many eyes catch danger early. Many wings lift together when panic arrives. I walk with small, quick steps, head bobbing as I move. This movement is not nervousness. It helps me judge distance and focus. I see the ground in sharper detail when my head moves. I search for grains, crumbs, seeds, anything small and edible. I peck fast, peck, swallow, lift my head, scan, then peck again. This rhythm keeps me alive. Another pigeon approaches too close. Our bodies tense. I lift my chest slightly and the other shifts away. We maintain space without fighting. Fighting wastes energy, and energy is flight. A human passes nearby. Their steps are heavy. Their shadow stretches across the ground. I freeze for a breath, then move away. Humans are unpredictable. Some ignore, some chase. I do not wait to learn which. When my crop begins to fill, I stop eating and move toward water. Water is not always easy to find. When it appears, I drink quickly, dipping my beak and swallowing without lifting my head as much as other birds. Pigeons can drink continuously, drawing water like a steady stream. It is one of our advantages. After feeding, I return upward. Height is safety. I fly to a roofline, beating wings strongly, then gliding on a warm current. The city air rises in invisible columns. I feel it through my feathers. I adjust my wings slightly, balancing without effort, letting the air carry me. On the rooftop, the world becomes quieter. I rest in the sun. My body warms. My feathers loosen slightly. I sit with my chest forward, eyes half-lidded, but still alert. Resting is necessary. Flight costs energy. Feeding and scanning cost energy. Every small movement matters. Midday brings new challenges. Heat shimmers on stone. Wind changes direction. The air grows thicker, and my feathers trap warmth. I open my beak slightly to release heat. I shift to shade when the sun becomes too strong because overheating weakens flight. A pigeon nearby begins to coo softly. Another answers. These sounds are not songs. They are communication, spacing, recognition, calm. A flock that is calm feeds better. A flock that is calm survives longer. Then the survival moment arrives. A sudden silence. Birds around me stop moving. My head snaps up. A shadow crosses the rooftop. Fast, sharp, my wings tense. A hawk. It does not land, but it is close enough that my body reacts instantly. I drop low. I launch 1 beat, 2 beats, hard, strong. The flock rises at once. Feathers scatter. Air fills with wing noise. We scatter because scattering breaks a predator's focus. I angle away from open sky and toward narrow spaces between buildings where a hawk's wings cannot turn easily. I fly low, fast, close to walls. The shadow follows for a moment, then disappears. Only when I reach a safer ledge do I slow down. My heart pounds, my chest rises and falls quickly. I keep still, watching the sky for a second strike. Nothing comes. The day continues. Late afternoon brings softer light again. Hunger returns, and I feed once more, smaller amounts. I drink again. I fly again, returning to familiar spaces, always tracking danger. As evening approaches, the city quiets in small ways. The air cools. Shadows stretch longer. I return to my high ledge. I tuck my body low, my feet grip stone, my feathers smooth into resting shape. I close one eye, then the other, because tomorrow the wind will touch my feathers again and I will rise with it. Night is not empty, it is only quieter, and quiet makes every sound more important. I rest on the ledge with my body pressed close to stone. The warmth of the day remains faintly beneath my feet. My feathers are smooth and held close, conserving heat. I sleep lightly, waking in short pieces. A pigeon cannot afford deep sleep for long. Predators hunt when darkness hides them. A small sound reaches me, a scrape, a flutter, then stillness. One eye opens, I scan without moving my body. My head turns slowly, my neck shifts like a hinge. Another pigeon is nearby, also awake, also watching. We do not speak. The shared awareness is enough. The sound does not return. I close my eye again. Before dawn, the air cools further. Wind pushes through narrow spaces between buildings. I fluff my feathers briefly to trap air, then settle them again. My claws tighten around the ledge as I adjust my weight. Then the first light returns. I wake fully, preening again. Wings must be clean before flight. I draw feathers through my beak, smoothing them into alignment. I stretch one wing, then the other. I shake my body once to loosen dust. Morning hunger arrives quickly. I launch again, leaving the ledge with practiced control. My wings catch the air, strong and efficient. I climb into open space, then glide, using wind currents to save energy. Below, the city is already offering food. I land where pigeons gather, and I feed with the same pattern: peck, swallow, scan. I do not stay in one spot too long. Staying still for long makes me predictable. A new challenge comes today. A sudden loud sound, metal striking, a door slamming. My body freezes, wings tense. Neck stiff, eyes wide. I do not fly immediately. Sometimes sudden sound is harmless. Flying without reason wastes energy. But I watch closely. The flock pauses too. Then, when nothing follows, we continue feeding. Midday light becomes strong again. The heat presses down. I shift to shade beneath an overhang. I rest, but remain alert. My eyes scan above constantly. Hawks prefer high open approaches. I watch the sky more than the ground now. I drink again from a shallow puddle or fountain edge. Water cools my throat. I swallow steadily. Then the survival moment returns, closer than before. A hawk strikes lower, not just a shadow this time, a rush of air, a sudden movement. The flock erupts. I launch instantly. 1 beat, 2 beats. Hard. I climb sharply, then dive toward buildings, using corners and narrow gaps. I fly where the hawk cannot turn easily. My wings fold slightly to slip through tighter spaces. I feel wind slap against my face and chest. The hawk follows briefly, then pulls away. I do not slow until I reach a high, sheltered ledge. My chest heaves, my heart pounds, my feet grip tight. I remain still, watching the sky for another pass. Predators sometimes return quickly. They test again, but the sky remains clear. The tension fades slowly. By late afternoon, hunger returns again. I feed one more time, careful, quick. I watch the ground, but I watch the air more. I drink again. My body remains efficient, always conserving energy because flight is survival. Evening arrives. The city cools, shadows deepen. The flock begins to gather in familiar resting places. We prefer high perches, ledges, roof corners, bridges, places where ground predators cannot reach easily. I return to my ledge, I tuck my body low, feathers smooth, wings held close. My head turns once more to scan the sky, then I settle. This is the circle of my life. Rise with light, feed with caution, fly with precision, sleep with one eye ready. And tomorrow, when the first wind touches my feathers again, I will wake and do it all again.